Yeah.
You are a son of a bitch.
Un saluto a tutti.
Ciao Juventini, what is up? It is game day. All right, we're like, what, half hour away from kickoff. Let's go. Tal, my man, absolute legend. Happy to see you in here. Andrew Juve, let's go. Jacked up. I'm jacked up too. But we got to talk about this lineup. We did in the pre-match when it was projected and whatnot. Now we're going to take a look at it a little bit more and try to see how we feel about it, okay? And here's some thoughts on it. So B1897 coming in, playing Bonucci and Sandro instead of Rugani and Gatti. Another marvelous starting lineup, keeping Gatti on the bench, and he has proved as more reliable than these two. Gatti's literally coming off being our MVP of the previous month, and all of a sudden is not getting starts anymore, and it's very, very wild to me, all right? But there's question marks about the starting lineup. We're going to kind of dissect it a bit and just get everybody's thoughts on what on earth Max is thinking. B1897 seems that Allegri may intentionally not try to win tonight with that starting lineup. We'll see what's going on. Dominique saying the lineup is a joke. All right. Good evening. Happy to see you. Happy to see you in here. Happy to see you all in the live chat. Let's go. Let's get ready. Vlahovic and Chiesa score. Di Maria to assist. Let's go. I called a Vlahovic goal today. Hopefully he bangs one. Hopefully he bangs many today. I'm more angry than excited for today. Just hope Juve fans' collective spite fuels the team to victory. Let's go. All right. Fired up. And obviously, like I said, we had a new backdrop on the pre-match show today, and it's just time to fully embrace it for what it is, everybody. Amici di nessuno, okay? Essentially, so it is. Embrace the hate. Team, got to get it going, all right? So let's go. B18, I said good evening, Al. Sorry, the lineup freaked me out. Hey, don't worry about it. I'm about to pull it up on the graphic. We're going to hash it out, my friend. We're going to hash it out, all right? Let's go. Let's pull up this lineup. Here it is on the graphic. And as you all could see, Szczesny and Danilo, Bonucci, Sandro, Quadrado, we're going to come back to the back line, okay? Because the rest of the lineup, if you're talking about this, Miretti, Locatelli, Rabiot, Fagioli, Locatelli, Rabiot is our best midfield three. However, Miretti over the last little bit has been extremely effective, probably the most effective out of anybody in the middle in terms of what they do in the final third and helping essentially open up spaces, open up lanes for others. So Miretti, this is a big call for him coming into this one. Kostic, a lot of shouts for Illing Jr. there. We knew Kostic needed to rest up to be his most effective. However, Illing Jr.'s performance and just the way he interprets that position is going to leave a lot more to be desired out of Kostic there now. He's got to start doing what Illing Jr. does because we see the effect it has on the offense as a whole. Not sticking to just that byline. Being willing to attack into the area, get inside there, even if he has dished off. You worry about the defense after. You go back to your position afterwards. You have to hope and bank on your teammates to cover for you. So I'm going to be asking a lot of Kostic after seeing how Illing interprets that. Christy, legend for coming over after the TikTok live. Let's go. Happy to see you in here. Now, up top, Di Maria and Vlahovic. Some want Chiesa to start and whatnot. Like I said, Chiesa, the more he gets into it, even last game, seeing it against Atalanta, deadly coming in late and especially on tired legs. But ultimately, we all want to see him starting matches and being that effective from the start. We're going to see what happens. Going back to the back line. Quadrado on one side, Sandro on one side. These rumors about this playing out as a 4-2-3-1, I would question immediately, okay? Doing that and having Sandro as your all-out left back. That's a problem. When you have him as part of three center backs, it's easier. You call upon your wing back, helps out a lot. But to do it as an outright fullback That's asking a lot, and that's usually when he gets into trouble. Danilo, when he is part of a two-man pairing at the back, questions are asked. Bonucci in general this season, questions are asked. Cuadrado, we have no other options. It's very, very, very simple there. This is where the calls are very, very interesting at the back here and just trying to wrap my head around it. So let's just hash this out together in trying to get into the world of Mad Max. If you are going to go with a four-man backline and you wanted to bring in another center back, it would have to be Rugani, and that is it. If you're going to go in a back three, okay, Gatti, if you're taking Bonucci out to play Gatti, but you want to play as a 3-5-1-1, that's going to pose a problem because Gatti can't be in the heart of the back three. Danilo shouldn't be in the heart of the back three. So you're bringing up some interesting scenarios. I would personally probably have gone Rugani, Gatti, Danilo as your three center backs, and I'd probably have Cuadrado as your wing back, Kostic as your other wing back. That's just me personally, what I would do from everything I've seen and whatnot. But Sandro has been this weird enigma, call it wild card, call it, because there have been games where he has absolutely not been an issue, and he's shown a lot of willingness to move around and offer a lot just in terms of what spaces he attacks and whatnot. But for me, I don't feel comfortable with this particular backline. I don't. But hey, is this a new lineup that has never been used before? I don't think we've seen this combination. I don't believe we have. We have options. Danilo should be a right back instead of taking time to Rugani and Gatti as a central defender. Sure. Okay, but again, are you going to want Danilo as your out-and-out right back? And then you're going to sit Cuadrado. Not that Cuadrado's been someone that has to absolutely be a lock, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot to think about here. I don't think I would be pulling Danilo, and I also don't think I'd be putting him at a right back scenario. I said my call. My call is Danilo on the left side, even though it's his less preferred. That's the thing, is we know where Danilo doesn't prefer playing. In a back two, he does not prefer being on the left side. In a back three, he does not prefer being on the left side. Still, something's got to give. Any way you shape this at the back, and this is why Juve's top priority, and when I was on TikTok live here and we're talking about targets and player targets and everything, for me, the priority is clear, and that is to establish a solid partner for Bremer. And also, if situations like this arise, like Bremer not being available in this one is massive. It is huge. And there are question marks really any way you slice it. There are people that don't want Rugani in there, even though I feel for the past year and even this season when he's called upon, he's been absolutely fine, and I haven't seen problems with it. However, little fun fact, every European match he's played, we've lost over that period of time. So, and that's just one of those fun facts. But is it actually Rugani's fault? I would have to say no. I would have to say no based on everything we know and everything we've seen as a whole, all right? This lineup, ultimately, we're all going to have our thoughts about it, okay? Now, and yes, this is a fear. This is a fear. Ocampos, a big boost to Sevilla coming back from injury. Excuse me. Two others that they got back. Big injury boosts for Sevilla. Getting three players coming back. All expected to be in the lineup. And all can do some damage. That scares me. I'm with you on that, okay? Lineup aside, though. Lineup aside. Juventus can be Juve's worst enemy. For me, the bigger thing will be the approach. How we go through this, how we come out of the gates, and sustaining that. I'm not talking about how we did against Atalanta, come out hard for 3-4 minutes at the start, and then go back to the same old, same old. Gotta establish balance. This game is at home. If we want to make it into this European final, okay, in Europa League, you have got to make the most out of this home match, okay? Now, BAT97 saying, I am more scared of El Nesri and Sandro and Bonucci defending set pieces against him and whatnot. There are concerns. There are concerns all over the place. Like I said, if we look at this season as a whole, more often than not, the lineup hasn't been the actual issue. And more often than not, Max has actually got the lineup just fine. It's a lot of other circumstances that hurt us. All right? That's what I'm looking for today. Approach, mentality, the fight. Not going in soft on 50-50s. Getting in there, getting stuck in. All right? That's what I'm looking for. Ultimately, these are the 11 that have been called upon. Every single one of them has to just do their job. That's it. Just do your job. All right? These concerns about the starting line and everything, hey, is what it is. This is part of the crowd that's more leaning towards moving away from Max Allegri. It's moments like these, lineups like these, when we see them and we think that he's going back to what he knows. He's going back to what he's comfortable with. You know, young guys aren't going to get the starts in these big games. You see Moretti in there and whatnot, but a lot of shouts for Illing and whatnot. I think Kostic absolutely should start this game, especially being on the rest that was provided to him from using Illing Jr. So it's the questions at the back. Like I said at the start, Gatti, MVP of the last month, and nowhere to be seen over the past few matches. For what? Why? What does that do to the progress he made? What does that do for the performances he was putting in? Bonucci, I haven't seen a solid showing for him in a long time. He tried to channel his inner Chiellini in the last match with the bandage on his head, and my God, it was still miles and miles and miles away from where it needs to be. I don't know. I can't explain that at the back other than, hey, it's not just a Max thing, but coaches have their guys. They have their guys that they will die on certain hills for. Max has his. No doubt. No doubt. That's what we're probably seeing today. And it could go good. It could work out for us. It definitely does feel like it has the potential that it could go really bad for us too, though. We will see, and we will find out, and we're not far off from finding out, all right? So we're about 14 minutes from kickoff here. I'll give you Sevilla's starting lineup, all right? I'm going to leave the graphic up here for a bit more in terms of our starting lineup, but for them, Bono in goal, had a great World Cup, okay? Navas, Bade, Kudelj, Acuna, those are their four backs. They do play a 4-2-3-1. Rakitic, Fernando in the middle. Your three just ahead of them. Oliver Torres, Gil, Ocampos. And then, of course, we have Youssef and Nesri up top. All right, so that's a good lineup for them. That is a good lineup for them. And like I said, they got the boost of certain guys coming back into this. Ocampos being one of them. Fernando, Rakitic, I believe even Gudelj. So, yeah, big boost for them. We'll see who's going to be the difference maker for Juventus. All of you in the live chat right now, okay, I want to remind you, if you could please take a second, like the video, makes a huge difference. Let's go. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, all right? But in the live chat, drop your predictions. I gave my prediction. I will do it one more time, all right? 2-0. I'm calling 2-0 Juventus victory, despite how we're feeling at the back line and everything like that. Usually, when I feel a certain way about a lineup, the opposite can happen. And I'm going to say that happens today. I have fears about the back line. We won't concede. 2-0. I will say Vlahovic will score one of our goals, all right? And I think the other one will come from one of our midfielders. I believe it's going to be Locatelli, but I wouldn't be surprised if Miretti gets his first goal for us in this one today, all right? And this is what's blowing me away too in terms of Gatti there. 2-1 Juve. Dominique saying 2-1 as well. Paul West coming in 2-0. Dusan and Di Maria. B1897 feeling a 2-2 draw. That would leave it all to play for in the return. All right. Going over there, and that would be interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see what happens. We have to go all in today. Forget Serie A. Forget Coppa. Well, of course, Coppa Italia, we were out, so we have forgotten about that. Serie A, hey, second place, got the points there. We know that there's this penalty thing looming over. I believe when the hearing comes out, when the next decision comes out, we have a game on that exact day as well. So that'll be interesting. That'll change some bets and some wagers. But we'll see. If Sevilla score first, Juve will lose 2-1. But if Juve scores first, Juve will win 2-1. All right. So whoever scores first wins this game 2-1, according to Yuki. All right. Christian 3-1. Juve. Moretti getting his first. There you go. Like it. 3-1. Dusan hat-trick. Wow, that would be something else after everything that's gone on over the past month and a half, whatnot. That would be it. LA Juve 1-0. Rabiot, the crazy horse. Let's go. Wow, look at this one. 4-0. Woo! And we go on vacation next Thursday. Oh, I wish. My feed is just kicked on. We're getting closer. We're just around 10 minutes of getting into the action, everybody. I'm absolutely jacked up for this one, okay? Absolutely jacked up. Getting this ready to go. Oh, man. Let's get the graphic down now. All right, we're going to get the graphic down. We've seen the starting line. We know where we're at. Let's go. I don't think we should be worried about Cremonese, but hey, it's Mad Max. The thing is right now, and this is something that's we got to talk about. I mean, we got to think about this too from a team perspective as a whole. You've got a team that got those, so they're struggling heavily at the beginning of the season, okay? You've got to try and turn things around there. You get a point penalty. You rally. You fight. You get points returned. However, we all knew, and they knew, it was going to come back. It was essentially more of a redetermination on the penalty points and how many were given and whatnot. And now you're getting ready for this hearing again, but you're hearing the pressure coming from UEFA, trying to strong-arm Juventus into a plea deal, all this. And it's just so demoralizing. So demoralizing from a player standpoint. And I mean, if some of these players wanted to stay, Rabiot, Di Maria and whatnot, like, they can't even make their decision up, okay? Because if they do want European player or whatnot, we are in question of whether that's going to happen or not. Like, this is so damaging. And today we talked a bit about it on the pregame show, the preview show. As a fan, what are you thinking? Like, should Juventus consider this plea deal just to end everything, to be able to move on? However, there are those that feel, why give in on the nonsense that all these claims, the base and the root of all of these things we're facing, are nonsense and have no substance to them, which I believe is true. I believe it's true. And I really expressed my thoughts, my feelings from the outside looking in on the previous show, and I recommend you all go see it if you want to hear Anthony and I go back and forth on those documents coming in from Coney. But Vlahovic, Chiesa, there are rumors about Chiesa being unsettled. I've still not heard anything to the contrary. And the big guys are very hush-hush on it too, so who knows? But all this going on, this is tough. This is tough to deal with. These guys got to dig deep. They got to find that drive regardless of all this. And here you go. Marco coming in here saying never. That would leave the space for the haters to say they did it. The truth is, as we realized even back in 06, when in a courtroom we were found innocent and whatnot, but of course the statute of limitations allowed us to not actually be able to open up an official appeal after that for Farsapoli. The damage is still done. So regardless of that court doing that, nobody hears the headlines after the fact. They push so hard on the headlines at the initial, and that's another stance some are saying, is that damage is done. You can't remove that now, and this will always be associated with us. We will have to wait and see, but I think that Juve is going to seriously consider that plea deal. However, there's a lot of steam picking up about Juventus pushing full throttle and even going to TAR. They might do that. And then be ready and buckle up for a long and drawn out scenario. And maybe that puts this out even bigger, even more. And hey, who knows what happens? Goes to that level and you lose. That might look a lot worse than being where you're at now, taking a plea deal. Although for me, I'm still high percentage of fighting this thing. And one of the things is, even when you talk about a plea deal, they've put that plea deal in place and opened it up to Juve for a reason. Okay? For a reason. And that's what leads me to keep going with the fight. Okay? Keep going with the fight. Now, everybody, we're going to get ready. Things are getting closer here. 5 minutes away. All right, everybody, want to say what's up to everybody? Matteo Rubinato, finoallafine. That's right, from Hollywood. President of the Juventus official fan club of Hollywood. For those of you who aren't part of an official fan club, I can't recommend it enough. All right, they put in a ton of great work. They've already had a meeting last weekend about all the great events that they're going to be able to put forth moving into the new season. All right, and we haven't even hit the off season. Show some love to them and all the work they put in. Let's go. Apex, ciao, Berto. Hope you and Tina are all having a great day. I'm having a great day. All right. Now, you guys can see I'm jacked up for this one. I'm pumped, all right? I don't usually get to stay at home for the midweek ones, but pulled some strings, made it happen. I'm pumped on this watch along, all right? And I had a great day as the morning I got to spend with my daughters, all right? And do some cool stuff, like just even taking them to swimming lessons and stuff like that. I don't usually get to do that with work and whatnot, so I had a great morning, and I hope that the afternoon gets even better with a positive result here. We're looking at the teams in the tunnel, getting ready to come out here. Let's go, everybody. Forza Juve from Belgium. Ciao. Welcome. Happy to have you here as part of this watch along. Let's go, everybody. I'm jacked up. Look at Dells. I can't see a way out for Juve, to be honest. Hey, maybe, just maybe, we gotta wait and see. My friend. But for now, it's on to the pitch. And the rest becomes noise. We're getting ready for the teams to walk out to the pitch. All right. I am looking at the crowd here. I am seeing banners. I am seeing scarves. I'm seeing a section that looks somewhat lively. But then I'm also seeing some seats empty. Let's go. Hopefully they just haven't made their way there. Let's go. Hopefully this crowd can make some noise and show some love. Let's go. Forza Juve from Bosnia. Love to see you here. Ciao. Welcome. Let's go. Forza Juve finoallafine. Let's go. Oh, man. All right. Are the nerves setting in? I'm getting nervous, everybody. Okay? One last time. We're going to put this starting lineup graphic right here for you to see. It's right there. And here they come out of the tunnel. Szczesny, Danilo, Bonucci, Sandro, Quadrado, Miretti, Locatelli, Rabiot, Kostic, Di Maria, Vlahovic. All right, these are the 11 that are set to do battle against Sevilla in the first leg of the Europa League semi-final. All right, and I hope that they get the job done and have a strong showing. We're looking at Sevilla coming out here. Their roster is good. Their starting lineup is strong. We talked about it, but I hope that Juve comes out full throttle, ready to go, all right? We see the teams lining up. The anthem will take place now for the Europa League, and then we will get to business, all right? Forza Juve, finoallafine, whatever you do for superstitious reasons or whatever for games and whatnot, I hope you had the chance to get it done. Let's go. I'm getting ready here. Woo! Let's go. I'd have a sip of Corona just to try and take the edge off a bit. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm nervous for this game, everybody. I am nervous for it. Let's go. Get ready for the handshakes, into the coin toss, and then we're going to be able to get to business here. Showing Juve's starting lineup here, even on the graphic, on the feed, coming up as a 3-5-1-1. Rumors leading up to this one as a 4-2-3-1. I couldn't see it happening. Right now, 3-5-1-1. Let's see if it changes on the pitch. We are going to destroy Sevilla tonight. I hope so. Hopefully, let's go. My biggest superstition was seeing Omer in a tank top. Unfortunately, he could not make it to the pre-match show. But I was told he was wearing a tank top, if that helps. All right. Guts are churning. I'm nervous. I am nervous for this one. Let's go. Bonucci taking the coin toss here with Jesus Navas. There it is. Little bit of rain too, everybody. Little bit of rain to deal with. All right. Teams are set to take their pictures. We're looking at Sevilla's lineup. I've already gone over that with you. 4-2-3-1 setup for them. One more time just in case. Bono, Naves, Bade, Gudelj, Acuna, Fernando, Rakitic, Gil, Torres, Ocampos, and Nesri. That is pretty much as projected for them too. Certain outlets had Eric Lamela starting for them, but no such go. We look at Vlahovic coming into this one with two absolute bangers. See if he can add to that. Let's go. The nerves are there. Die. Forza Juve, Alex. Let's go. Getting ready for kickoff. Let's go, ref. And we're off. Let's go. Sevilla starting off with the ball. They're going to launch this one all the way down. Sandro going to try and shield this one out for a goal kick, and he does just that. All right, everybody. All the worrying, all the speculating about lineups, all this, it's all out the window. The match has started. It is up now for these 11 to go to work. Let's see. Goal kick, Bonucci's on it. Takes a shorty to Danilo. They are immediately in a 4-2-3-1 shape. Rabiot, Locatelli back centrally. Sandro has moved out on the flank. Oh, Rabiot trying to hit Di Maria on a little bit of a pass there. Just a stretch too far. They are shaped up as a 4-2-3-1. Bono bumping that chested down from Danilo to Locatelli. Back to Danilo. He finds Sandro. Sandro back to Bonucci. He will spread out again. This is 4-2-3-1. So Sandro's trying to get Kostic way up on the side. Moving him way up forward to try and support that attack. Nice ball there. Cuadrado to Rabiot. Finds Sandro. Over to Kostic. Inside for Rabiot. Over to Di Maria. It's turning back to Rabiot. Oh, nice slide challenge there. We're on it. Cross in. Blocked. It's going to be corner kick. Good start from Juve. Good positive start. Four, two, three, one. Wow. Mad Max. Always at it. Always at it, Mad Max. Come on. Get an early one. 2 minutes in. Corner kick. Corner kick, Juventus. Set to come in. Here it is. Get ahead to it. Head it out. Trying to be settled here. Di Maria putting it back. Locatelli's on. He's going to go all the way back to Szczesny. Szczesny on it now. Locatelli telling him just to hold it while he drops back to show for. Waits for defenders to get back to their places. Long stretch ball there. Rabiot's up ahead. Heads it down for Kostic. Oh, offside though. Called down for offside. Looking good, and we are definitely switching field right now. Rabiot just offside there. Being watched there from Bade. Sevilla trying to work it through the middle. Quickly closed down. Vlahovic waiting too long to get a touch on that. One back, though. Beautifully done by Locatelli. Vlahovic is running at the back line. Just can't cut it in. Oh, Luca steps in left-footed, but gets under it too much. The rain is starting to come down quite a bit now. Vlahovic waiting a bit too long there, but positive start still. Positive start. Let's go. Seeing Sevilla's lineup, I'm feeling confident in this game. There you go, Apex. I'm glad you feel confident. I still feel nervous as hell. But I'm glad you're confident. Let's go. Player down for Sevilla. Gonna get some attention. So Goodell stepping in on Vlahovic, and Vlahovic had his arm out and essentially ate it right to the chops. Hey, happens. Happens. Nice elbow from Dushan. Yeah. Little bit of chin music there. Yeah, that was not the best hit there. Left-footed, off-foot. Give him that at least. All right. We're back to the action. It's going to be goal kick now. Bono takes it. Locatelli going up early, trying to get back into position now to shield again. He does. Sees Cuadrado with it. Plays it to Danilo. Danilo's got pressure coming on him. Plays it to Szczesny. He deals with it, but it's straight to Sevilla. They try and turn it back on Juventus here. On the right side of our area. Playing out to the flank. Navas. Oh, low hard ball to inside the area there. Cuadrado watching his man, though. We just can't find one of our players. We're scrambling a bit here. Sevilla moving up the right flank. Cross in. Bonucci clears that. And Sevilla is going to slow it down. Bade there, slowing it down for Navas. Can see Rakitic trying to drop back, trying to become an option for them. Navas is on the ball here. It's got to go back to Bade again. It's going to go back to Bono. And Juventus can regain some field position. Cleared all the way up, and they're going to let that go all the way to Szczesny. Look at Nesri there from Bono. Nothing doing. Here's Sandro on it for Juventus. Just goes back to Bonucci. Bonucci now. Over to Danilo. Scans. Plays it back to Bonucci. Bonucci now. Back to Tech. Danilo continues to drop to be an option. Miretti trying to show between the lines for him. Tries to switch field for Kostic, but it's short. It's headed forward. Sandro now closing it down. He goes back for Bonucci. pops it over the top for Sandro. Little backheel pass. Di Maria and Rabiot trying to work a little 1-2. Rabiot's in possession now. Back to Sandro. He can only go as far back to Bonucci. Bonucci finding Miretti now. We have some space to move forward. Lovely ball played up, but just too far ahead of Vlahovic. Nice ball from Bonucci at the back, finding Miretti there, and then Miretti did the right thing. Just had a little bit too much weight on there. Nice ball from Bonucci there. And one of the things we didn't really talk about is just that. In a 4-2-3-1, you've got less guys to move over forward because you're playing 3 at the back. And then all of a sudden, Bonucci and some of the vision like that does play a part. Sandro's going to go and contest this area. He wins it. Kostic now settles it. Plays it back to Sandro. Sandro moving slowly up the line. Does earn a foul for Juventus. Come on, let's go, everybody. Too bad we can't score points for going back. Oh, my God. We would have so many points. So many goals. All right, Sandro back into it. Plays it for Di Maria. He's got Kostic to his left. He continues to carry it forward. Stops. Scanning. Trying to play a 1-2 into Rabiot. It's actually deflected out by a Sevilla player. And now we will get another corner kick. Let's go. Let's see Juve get into this. Come on. We see Bono making shouts, trying to organize his crew. They're all on the 6. Looks like they're going to zone defend this. Crosses in. It's going back post. Rabiot, oh, trying to get to that one. Takes a nudge to the lower back there, but nothing doing. Rabiot not happy about it as he's trying to line that one up. Acuna knew exactly what he was doing. Not going to win an aerial battle there and whatnot. But you're not going to get that call in the area. It's not going to happen. Not like that anyways. What's a Juve? Fabio Legend, thank you for joining us. Let's go. Bomb forward from Bono on the goal kick. Headed down by Locatelli, and then Acuna heads it back into Juve territory. Now Vlahovic trying to settle, working against Acuna. Can't settle it. It's going to go out. It's going to be Sevilla throw-in. 9 minutes into this one, everybody. The nerves have not settled just yet. I'm still nervous about this one. Yes, I agree. And I know, fully aware. It's just, you're going to be hard-pressed to get that call in the area there. Here's a cross going back post, but deep and missing everybody's actually going to go out the opposite side. It's going to be a throw-in for Juventus. Quadrado set to take. Come on. Quadrado calling out some orders. What he wants to see on this throw-in. Just put it up the line as far as you can. There it goes, but quickly headed back in by Sevilla. Foul there on Sandro. Looks like Rakitic was the one taking the brunt of it. No, wasn't Rakitic. Sorry, that was Ocampos. So Sandro going through Ocampos. Give Sevilla a good spot here. They got Rakitic, Gudel, even Acuna standing over top of this one. So Juve's got to deal with this. We got to contest this one. Rakitic stepping back. Gudel end up going into the area. Here it comes. Oh. Not even 100% sure if he's trying to actually hit that on goal or just put a hard cross into that. But Campos getting ahead to it, but seeing it high and wide of Szczesny's goal. We're back into it. Tech quickly has in play, playing it to Danilo, who just bombs this one, but well forward of Vlahovic. Sandro not getting the call there as Sevilla wanted it, as he's going through his player's back, but nothing doing. Juventus being moved backwards by Sevilla and having to play out the back here a lot. Here comes Danilo, finds Di Maria, finding Vlahovic. You've got Kostic to the left. Here we go. We're on the run. Kostic on the way. He has a hit. Oh, it's wide. Oh, that's a much, much better from Juventus. Quick ball movement. And positionally, I must say, the 4-2-3-1 looking good positionally right now. But, oh man, Kostic, I said on the last post-match, he needs to start having more rips. He's got a good hit and whatnot. Just couldn't get that one on target. Oh, man. And he might have had Bono if he could have just had it in there. It didn't look like he was ready or set to dive either. Much, much better, though. It's positive. That's good. Kostic now. Putting Navas under. That's looked off of the Sevilla player, but it's not. Off Ocampos. Ruled off of Sandro. It's going to be a Sevilla throw-in. As we look at Mad Max himself, out of nowhere, pulling the 4-2-3-1 out. Countering Sevilla and their 4-2-3-1. Here's a cross cleared out by Danilo. It's going to go all the way out to half line. And it's going to be a throw-in to Sevilla. Fairly slow start to this one. All right, creeping up on 13 minutes here. Oh, nice touch there from Acuna. That has them going. You got Gil now doing some work, crossing it in. Easily cleared out. Gil doing a lot of work on that left flank there. Rakitic on it for Sevilla. Here comes a cross, going back post. Sandro contesting, that's headed towards our goal. Ocampos getting the better of Sandro on that aerial battle, but Tech there and swallows it up, no rebound. Sandro getting beat to the spot. Ocampos climbing the ladder there, but thankfully, header soft and right at Tech. Yeah, Sandro's not going to be winning that battle like that. Floater cross back there and Campos ready to run onto it. Always tough as a defender, especially Sandro. Here's Cuadrado moving up the right side. Playing into Danilo. Plays it to Di Maria. Does well just to get touch on there. Quickly played out for Kostic, but not enough heat on it to get it across there, and Navas cut it off. Navas, when I play FIFA Ultimate Team, feels like every pack I open gets a Navas in there, for God's sakes. Drives me nuts. Oh, ball over the top. Tech has to come out. That's one of the things with Bonucci. He can get caught on those and can get caught out of position and not always having the pace to save himself. Throw in. Back to the half line. Bade, back to Navas. Navas back to Bade. Gudel has moved down over on the left side. Now he will collect it. Acuna, tight on the left flank. Gudel's going to play it in for Gil. Back to Gudel. Back for Rakitic, who drops back after Gudel has stepped forward. Here's Bade over to Navas. Now Sevilla will try up the right flank. Rabiot goes close it down. It's a little bit of spot here for Fernando, a little bit of space. Over to Acuna. He's going to have a cross. No, feints in for Gil. He's going to try and have a cross, but being watched very well by Miretti. And that's going to go out. It is going to be a corner kick for Sevilla, though. So Juve not out of the woods just yet. You're optimistic. That's beautiful. That's the way to be. Forza Juve. Fino alla fine. Let's go. Corner kick to Sevilla here. They might take it short, have it into Acuna. They do. Now he crosses it in. Headed by Rabiot, but right to the back post. It's headed on goal. Tech has to save it. Rabiot headed right across our own face of goal. Wow. Warning shots from Sevilla. And now Juve has to get back into this. Let's go. I do agree. We are looking vulnerable at the back. Offensively, this 4-2-3-1 has a nice shape to it. It looks good. They're close together, all our players. However, at the back, suspect. Excuse me. Long ball forward. Kostic trying to work on his man. Does well. Oh, just played it a touch too far ahead of him. Cleared all the way back to Szczesny. Quickly has it out to Danilo. It's time for Juventus to be on possession a bit. Cuadrado now on it on the right flank. Slows down. Looking for some options. Can only go backwards to Danilo. Missed touch there from Danilo. Allowing Sevilla to move a little bit closer as well. He goes back to Szczesny. Szczesny now. Over to Danilo. Up the line for Cuadrado. Lovely one touch in for Locatelli. Back to Cuadrado. He slows up. Inside now for Di Maria. Di Maria feints the hit. Plays a ball in. Looking for Vlahovic. Oh my God. I don't know if he's onside, but that was a hell of a ball from Di Maria. Great run from Vlahovic. I believe he did get called offside. Yes. Yes, he was. But, oh man, that is beautiful from Juve. Much, much better. Bono did extremely well to get to that rebound and stop Vlahovic from scoring. But like I said, offside. But that's much, much better. Like I said, this setup offensively, it makes sense. And it looks good. But defensively, we could be a little suspect. Here's Locatelli playing a nice one forward for Vlahovic. Plays it to Di Maria. Plays it through for Kostic. Over to Vlahovic. Oh my. Bono right out on him there. And that one goes over the goal here. Offside again though from Vlahovic. Oh, that's pretty tight. Pretty tight. But man, oh man. Much, much better. Much, much better. There is opportunities in this one for Juve. That one is shocking. He can't finish. Bono had missed it, and he was there asking forgiveness. But, whew. And they did not call offside there, so he's actually going to be on there. That is one. Whew, wow. You're going to want to bury that one, Dusan. Let's go. But better from Juve. Let's go. Keep attacking. Come on. Keep it going. Di Maria now. Too much on the dribble. It's cut out. And now Sevilla trying to come back at Juventus. You've got to move that ball there, Di Maria. Cross back post. Acuna now cross again across goal. But Sandro cuts that one off. Vlahovic should have buried that one. My word. My word. Come on. Let's go. And I'm still nervous. 20 minutes into this one. The nerves haven't settled one bit, everybody. Sevilla on possession now. Gudel moving up the left side. Has Acuna tight on the left flank. Has Gil there. Plays it to Gil, who now plays it to Acuna. Into Gil. Over to Gudel. Plays it to the backline on Bade. He's got Navas to his right. Skips him, going to Ocampos. Navas with the overlapping run. Easily won back by Kostic. Di Maria playing it back for Rabiot. Back to Kostic. Turns his man. We're off. Plays it across for Vlahovic. Di Maria's up there with him. He's running at the backline. Acuna's closing in quick. It has to be quicker, Dusan. Has to be quicker if you're going to be attacking the backline. And now Sevilla with a chance to come back at us. Acuna's in the central part of the field. as he's turned the counter. He wants the ball, but they're working up the right flank. Here comes a cross, low and hard. Bonucci gets to it, only to the top of the area. Acuna scanning, and now he has a rip, but it's over Szczesny's goal. Oh, man. Dusan, just pick up that urgency, brother. Pick up that urgency. Let's go. So the Acuna strike actually hits Locatelli in the thigh. It's going to go out. It's going to be corner kick. Does hit. No, actually, we get goal kick. They're saying no touch. It did touch him. That's good. I'll take it. I'll take it. Bonucci on the ball for Juventus. Over to Szczesny, who's got Danilo to his right. He'll play it to him. Danilo scanning. Now goes over to Bonucci, who has a little bit of space ahead of him to carry and take a look. He's going to move it over for Danilo. Close down quickly. Forced to have it out. It's going to be a Sevilla throw, and that is so slow. It's just so slow at the back there. Come on. Pick it up. This beverage is doing nothing for my nerves. Absolutely nothing, everybody. Bono's on the ball. Bombs it, looking Ocampos' way. Settled. Sandro all over him. Forces him to play it back to Navas, who goes back to Bade, who's probably going to go back to Bono. Bono now drives it. Chested down from Bonucci to Danilo. Locatelli settles it nicely, trying to find Moretti, but is too far ahead of him. But Loca comes in to win his aerial battle, finding Cuadrado with the ball, who now switches it over for Bonucci. Bonucci goes all the way, trying to hit Di Maria there, but Di Maria couldn't settle it. Man, you are asking a lot of these mids if you're going to play a two-man pivot. Oh, here's a cross back post, but Danilo heads it out. Rabiot now heads it forward. Di Maria and Kostic on the left side. And Di Maria launches it. Lucky Vlavic's way. Trying to settle it there, just can't. That's all right. Pick your head up, kid. Let's go. Keep rocking. Rakitic on it now for Sevilla. Switches it over to the left side for Acuna. Back to Rakitic. Feinting as if he's going to have a hit. Plays it over for Acuna. Here's a cross. Going back post. Nobody there for Sevilla. Oh, Kostic couldn't settle it though. So they got it now under Navas. Over to Abade. Here's a cross coming in. Nasri. Oh, Nasri heads for Ocampos and he gets it all wrong. He's going to want that one back. Another warning shot for Juventus. Flicked on and, oh man, hits it on the one time. He would have been onside too, I'm telling you. Wow, that is close. Way too close for comfort there. Wow. Let's go Juve. Like I said, we look good at the top, but it's suspect at the back. It really is. Here's Sandro. Inside for Di Maria. Oh, trying to find Sandro there and forcing it. There's two players there. Di Maria, you're going to have to do a little defensive work here, man. Sandro's ahead of you. Here's Sevilla running back at us. Locatelli dropping back. Ocampos has an option here. Plays it into him. Nasri, and it's in. And it's in. Sevilla struck on the counter. You've got to get stuck in Di Maria at some point. And it's not just his fault, but my word, it's just too easy on the counters for us. I'm also shocked at where the Bonucci was far too advanced to fill in there when Sandro's already up ahead of Di Maria. Stay at home, man. Stay at home, for God's sakes. What are you doing up that high? Locatelli's playing center back, for Christ's sake. What on earth are we doing? And if Sandro is going to make that run, you guys have to cover for him. For the love of God. What on earth are we doing? What is Bonucci doing up there? You already have a defender up there ahead of Di Maria, ahead of Kostic. And you move up there too? The fuck are we doing, boys? 1-0 to Sevilla. My God. Shocking. Shocking to see that. Let's go, you guys. Cuadrado, soft pass across over for Sandro there. And Sandro, yeah, you're playing games with it. You lose it. They're coming back at us. Ocampos now. Oh, Bonucci luckily closes down that space and blocks it. And Sandro again is just having a horror show there. Eats a foul there, but he is caught between 17 minds and can't make up his mind what to do with the damn ball now. He might be spiraling, everybody. He could be spiraling. (27 minutes 30 seconds). 1-0 Sevilla. And Juve's got to wake up here. Here they come again. I think he's offside, though. Nesri running back at us. Shot didn't have much onto it. He wasn't going to be called offside either. Wow. Juve shore it up here. Danilo's down. Wants a stoppage here. Danilo did well to work back there and get that, but these two backs, and this has been my fear. When everybody was talking about 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, I always said, I don't think we have it at the back, especially at fullbacks. And I don't think we have it. I don't think we have the guys. It's great from an offensive standpoint. It will help our offense create opportunities, maybe bag some more goals. But I'm telling you, it's just really, really suspect at the back. Danilo needs the magic spray. Oh my God. Eggscape, use my personal hours to come home early and watch this crap. Well, hopefully it doesn't stay like this crap, and hopefully Juve can bag some goals here. Sandro making my heart skip. Normal day at the office, brother. What are we doing? I am trying to figure it out, Apex. Danilo trying to shake things off over on the sideline. I am going to give you some stats in a bit here, but just going to wait for a proper break here. Bonucci has it back in play over to Locatelli, back to Bonucci. In for Rabiot. Sandro to Meretti. Over to Locatelli as we still wait for Danilo to come back. Locatelli has moved to a center back role. Cuadrado finding Rabiot, who does great to turn in the middle. Has Kostic on the flank. Plays it over to him. Come on. Kostic moving forward. Trying to beat his man. On his left foot. Plays it to Di Maria. Is trying to set up a hit. Now trying to get it to Cuadrado, but plays the pass behind his back. Cuadrado might take his man on. Moves in on Acuna. Here's Di Maria. Trying to line up a shot. Can't do it. Plays it back. Minetti over for Locatelli. Locatelli now switching field for Bonucci. Has Sandro to his left. Bonucci going over the top looking for Minetti. Headed down looking for Vlahovic. Oh, Minetti. That's the right idea. That's great. It just didn't work out. Because if he tries to head that to goal, it's going to be way too weak. And trying to settle that to get a shot, he's got two men on him. That's the right play from Minetti. We're on a corner kick. Come on. Find a goal here. Di Maria set to have it in. Di Maria. Cross comes in off the corner. Back post. Headed down to the top of the area. Sandro just flicks it on. And now Sevilla is off to the break here. Coming back at us. Locatelli trying to close things down. Gill's on it. Running into the center. Trying to do a lot. Looking for a foul. There's nothing there. Loses it. Actually did us a favor there. Now Di Maria on the right flank. Back to Locatelli. Locatelli taking a scan here. Back to Di Maria. Cuadrado not taking the space up the right flank. Trying to recoup himself after going back from to defend. Trying to catch his breath again. Here's Rabiot. Over to Danilo. To Locatelli. Locatelli scanning. Switches it up for Sandro on the left side. Has Kostic to the byline. Now he collects it. Back to Sandro. Locatelli wants it. He gets it. Kostic now on the left side. Not taking the quick crosses. I like that. Actually picking and choosing what you're going to do. Not just sending it in like a mindless robot. Kostic. Back to Di Maria. Inside quick for Locatelli. Out to Sandro. Over to Kostic again. Deep for Di Maria. Di Maria tries to take his man on. Just can't get that ball to settle. Here it is. Turns. Rakitic heads it out. Locatelli puts it back into the mixer. Cleared out by Acuna. Danilo. Heading it out Rabiot's way. He will settle it now for Kostic. And stopped on an offside. And Ocampos is down for Sevilla. Stats. 58% possession for Juventus, 3 total attempts. 42% possession for Sevilla, 9 total attempts, 4 on target, 3 big chances created for Sevilla. Okay? 1 big chance created and 1 big chance missed for Juventus. Vlahovic not bagging that goal. That is one you just absolutely have to get. I thought he was going to be offside. Not the case. He's got to finish that one. Even if he was onside, regardless, that play has to get finished. And we are going to get a substitution. So Campos is going to come out and Montiel is going to come in for Sevilla. Montiel coming in for Ocampos. It's 1-0 Sevilla. We're at 34 minutes. Come on, Juve. Let's go. Give me an equalizer before half. Okay? Give me an equalizer before half. That's crazy stuff, though, when you give up 9 total attempts and a third of them are big chances. That's wild. Okay? Because Sevilla on 9 attempts has 3 big chances created. Acuna in. Rakitic bombing this one forward. Danilo's going to go back to collect. Pinned to the sideline. Now tries to go in centrally. Headed forward from Rabiot. Bonucci now comes in. Ninja kicking this thing. Rabiot flicks on. Still can't find any of our guys. Miretti doing battle. Trying to win this ball back. But just nothing doing. And you could see the frustration in him as he's just trying to get some ball retention. Bomb forward and then headed forward, but it's going to say that it's off Miretti's head, not Gill's. And it's going to be Sevilla throw-in. Throw-in goes deep. Acuna looking for Gill. He just couldn't settle it. Gets a touch on it. It's going to be a goal kick. Quickly taken. Bonucci and Tech exchange. And he's scanning. Over to Danilo. He's taking a look. Back for Bonucci. To Sandro. To Rabiot. Back to Sandro. See, that's the thing. Right there is one of the things I get so frustrated watching us play. Oh, Miretti just couldn't slip that pass through for Vlahovic. So what frustrates me is Kostic is on the byline. He takes a D-man with him completely. Di Maria's just inside of him. When he takes that D-man out of there with him, and they're expecting Sandro to pass to him, somebody, Di Maria or Vlahovic, one of our forwards has to attack that space that has just been opened up. Like, what is this possession? What is passing around the back if you're not going to do anything with it? This game, football, is about creating space and attacking it. Just, I don't understand why somebody does his job like Kostic and he draws a defender out and we just don't do the rest of the job. We don't do the rest of the work. We play half the game. It's infuriating to watch. Sevilla now in possession. Gil and Rakitic exchanging it about 4 times now. Switching it wide. Montiel on it now. Played it in for Torres. And now they're switching field. Acuna now on the left side. Cuadrado moving out to close him down. Very little pressure from Juve. Here's Rakitic now spraying it out to the right flank. And Navas. Come at it. Here's a cross going back post and Danilo's got to deal with that. And he heads it out. It's going to be a throw in deep for Sevilla. Acuna set to take this for Sevilla. And Bade's just faking all of us out. Rakitic, ball deep down for Gil. He's going to try and cross that to the top of the area, but Bonucci cleans it up, finding Cuadrado. Cuadrado, dribbling it, finding Sandro, plays it to Kostic. Nowhere to go. Bombs it up. Vlahovic going to have to do battle, and that's not a good one. Sevilla regains possession easily. Fuck me. Here comes a cross in. Esri settles it, drops back, and there's a hit, and forces a stop from Tech. Almost like he jumped ahead of that shot, like he expected it to be lasered. Oh, it swerved too. Jeez. That didn't look as big a save as it was, especially once you see the swerve afterwards. Corner in. Again, out as far as Rakitic. Now, Navas trying to put it over to the right. Does. Chests it down, but Sandro cuts it out. And then Kostic just flips it into where we have no players. And here it comes. Cross in. Danilo heads it forward. Miretti's going to have to do battle. Gets the foul. It's just shocking stuff. Like, what are we doing? Kostic flipping the ball nowhere near any of our players when we're trying to regain possession. Like, that's the kind of stuff that just drives me absolutely crazy. Watching over and over and over. And you're in May. You're well into May. May 11th. And that is like first month of the season crap. That's the part that drives me crazy. Bonucci, Chesney, Danilo spreading this ball around and nothing happening with it. Locatelli trying to do battle, trying to win. He's going to get a call for the shove to the back. Is what it is. 41 minutes. And this goal, I hope I'm wrong, but it feels like it's deflated our lads. And now it feels like we're going into scared mode. Like now we're scared to push and we're scared to chase because we're down one and we don't want to fall down even more. Rather than just attack, get after the goals that you need, and just don't be stupid in coverage when your players are moving up the pitch. Just be smart about it. Doesn't mean you have to be scared because you conceded. You just have to be smart. Locatelli trying to play this one down the right byline for Di Maria. It's too far. They're going to play it back. Gudel to Bono. Bombs it forward to Rakitic. Rabiot trying to get in there, and he's late. Yellow card on Rabiot. So, we got some calls, some feelings, 2-0, whatnot. If we were smart, we wouldn't have conceded. Well, that's just it. The coverage was piss poor on what was going on there with Sandro attacking and being in the area, and Kostic and Di Maria falling asleep at the wheel, and Bonucci especially getting sucked into no man's land. Don't ask me how. Locatelli ended up trying to play center back. Like, that's just got a mess written all over it. Any way you slice it, that was just ugly. But it does not mean you play the rest of this game scared. You have to get after it. It's going to be goal kick. Protect there. Gil unable to keep it in and actually goes off him and all the way down the end line. Here's Bonucci. Inside to Moretti. Back to Bonucci. Bonucci. Putting it in. Finding Locatelli. Just can't settle that ball enough to find Quadrado on the right side. Here's Moretti. Winning that header. But another foul of the batch. Guys, cheap fouls are not going to help you regain momentum. It's just going to chew clock and play right into Sevilla's hand. We are starting to play the exact game Sevilla wants. Juve. Come on. Cunha with a deep ball down the line for Gil is trying to get there. Does well to get there. And they are going to say it's off Danilo. And it's going to be a corner kick to Sevilla. Gil just running ragged off the side there. It is actually off of Gil. Danilo had a point there, but it's nothing doing. Acuna moving up to take this corner kick for Sevilla. We are closing in on 45 minutes for the halftime here. We will get some stoppage. I don't think it's going to be a bunch. Juve getting ready to defend this corner. Here it comes. Short and to the top. Set back. Sevilla still in possession. It's Gil. Locatelli sees it out. Actually, they're saying it's off of Gil. We got three. No, it's off Locatelli. There you go. Sevilla throwing. 3 minutes. 3 minutes of stoppage time here, okay? Frustrating half, everybody. Frustrating half. Ball played to the back. Goodell now. He's trying to step into one, and that just swerves out. It's going to be goal kick. We need a sign of fucking life is what we need, everybody. This is crazy. This game is flattened out completely, and nobody is willing to get after it and just show a little bit of balls and fucking get going. Sandro going again. Here's Rabiot. Eats it. back to Madetti, back to Bonucci. To his credit, Sandro made a darting run up the side. He can't be the only one making some forward runs. And you can't shut down completely, like I said. Doesn't matter that you're down one. Here's Rabiot finding Di Maria. Oh, no foul there. And Sevilla able to run back at us. Di Maria going down like a sack of potatoes. Cunha trying to cross this one to the back. Bonucci wins it. And then Rabiot coming in there. That's a foul. That's also late. No card being given there. Late. High contact. That's a foul. Cunha stepping on Di Maria here. I don't even know what to say here. That's a foul. That's an easy one, too. And this year, they're instructed to call more of the challenges from behind. Danilo stepping into Nesri, still on it. Able to come back at us. Just four at the back. He takes a hit, but Tech sees it wide of his goal. 2 minutes into stoppage time. We have one more minute, and then we get to halftime. A halftime where we're all going to be hoping that we see much, much more out of this Juventus. This is not a first half I expected to see out of this club. Bonucci bombing this thing deep, looking Kostic's way. He's going to cross this one. Too far. Vlahovic will give chase. Cunha now bombs it up the left flank. 15 seconds left in stoppage time. Calls half. Doesn't even let it get to the 3 minutes. Oh, sorry. He did let it go. He blew his whistle, had both his hands up. And there it is. Oh my God. Shocking stuff. Shocking stuff. Par for the course in this first half, everybody. Wow. So, wow. I just... Vlahovic has got to bury that one, but ultimately not good enough from Juventus, to be honest, okay? Defensively, on that goal, that just stuff like that should not happen. And defensively, in general, like I said, when you give up, at that one point in time, we had given up 9 opportunities, and they had 3 big chances created in it, okay? Obviously, they scored on one of them. Sevilla up 1-0. A horror show in defending and how to cover and support players after the attack on Sevilla's goal. Nonetheless, they've taken advantage of it. Possession, very, very even. 52% for Juventus, 48% for Sevilla. It didn't feel like that for the last 12 minutes of that half, but possession close somehow. 3 total attempts for Juventus, and none of them on target, and one of them was a big chance. That was a huge chance for Dusan Vlahovic that he was unable to connect and put on goal. Looking at this half of football, again, some of the concerns that we had going into that, okay? The concerns we had going into that were very much valid and coming to fruition, and that is with the back. And at the back, we are suspect, to say the least, okay? That goal that we allowed was absolutely brutal. Outside of that, what are we doing in terms of trying to hurt them offensively? And again, we had moments, and how did those moments come up? The moments when Di Maria had found Kostic, all of a sudden we were finding Vlahovic and whatnot. Switching the field, breaking the lines, but doing so quickly. How did those players become available? Through movement. Our movement is not enough. It's few and far between. When we do it, good things happen. If we also have players that have the balls to try and take those opportunities. You had players making runs down the flank. You had Kostic, when he was being marked, dropping back and actually bringing a defender with them. And then neither Vlahovic or Di Maria making the runs there. This is a mess. And what did I also say at the beginning in our pregame show? I said if you're going to play a 4-2-3-1, please do so properly. And that's use Miretti centrally, okay? Use him centrally ahead of your two pivot mids. Don't make him come and be one of the attacking options out of a base three midfield. And that's exactly what's happening. Rather than use him at the top centrally and have him move in the middle, that would also help close down how much side-to-side movement you would have to get out of Rabiot and Locatelli, who are running an absurd fucking amount. It needs to make sense. But as far as our attack goes, way too few and far in between and not fast enough. The sense of urgency. I am nervous that this team, I don't like that body attitude I saw after conceding the goal and what I saw in our play afterwards, all right? I don't like that. Shake that off. Start playing. And you know what? Give your damn nuts a squeeze and get after it, because there's still many opportunities, 50-50s, where we're going in a little soft. Get in there. Get stuck in there and get after it and get at them. Vlahovic has to also in this game, because those moments are going to be there. He has to realize what he needs to do, because if you're going to go at a defender, you need to do so quickly. You can't Mickey Mouse and do a million toe taps on your way to him. Eventually someone's going to come from behind you and pick the ball off, okay? If you're going to do something, make the damn decision and do it. Do it with some goddamn conviction. But it might be in your play to realize that we need you to maybe go at them, but stop and slow up and hold and wait for the cavalry, wait for the support to come. And if you're playing a 4-2-3-1, I'm shocked that there was that many scenarios where Vlahovic was still pretty much alone running at defenses with no flank. No, the whole point of a 4-2-3-1 is to literally surround your striker. But every which way we want to play, whatever shape or form or anything, it's always going to be safe. It is always going to be safe. Okay? Always. And that stems from just this team in general and how we played all year and everything. It's always safe. And after that goal, I think the body language and everything like that, to me, it reeked of fear. Okay, we were scared. We were scared to start doing those things that were opening up those opportunities for us because we conceded. But you can't play scared. You just have to be smart. All you have to say after that goal is the guys that fucked up, that misread the play, that didn't cover where they should have, just need to man up and say, you know what? That's on me, boys. I won't do that again. Let's go. Let's get after this. Not play scared and be like, okay, everybody back. We can't do that again. No. Man up. But keep pushing. You can't just shut down. You're down. This is a semifinal. First leg of 2. Get into it. Get the fuck into it. And like the video, as Anthony says. All right? Everybody like the video. Now, changes. I want to know in the live chat here, everybody that's with me, all right? What would you do? Would you make any changes into this game right now? And this is very, very difficult to call at this moment in time. And I'll tell you why. If you want to make a change going into an alternate setup, going into a 3-5-1-1 that we were doing before and everything like that, that to me still sets our frame of mind going into the next half that we are going to be safe and scared. Okay? So I wouldn't do anything as far as changing setup or anything. But if you want to talk about players, maybe bringing them on and who to come in, You have to seriously ask yourself, at what point do we ask Paul Pogba to come in here with the strength he has on the ball retention, and the creativeness and the ability that in a 4-2-3-1 he could be that trigger player and he could be that key guy. Pogba needs to seriously be looked at as coming into this. And if you're going to stay into a 4-2-3-1, you have got to look at the potential of bringing in Chiesa immediately. And not to say that Kostic did anything wrong or did anything bad, but we have to score goals and we have to do them at home. You got to get after it. I wouldn't wait longer than 55th minute to make a change, okay? I'm fine if you want to start these guys off second half. Give those other guys a little bit longer to get ready and get prepped. But 55th minute, I would definitely look at some changes, okay? And at the back, as crazy as this might sound, I still might not make a change back there, okay? I still might not make a change. But we're going to see what all of you have to say. Amazing. We're up over 100 here right now with me. Let's get the likes. If everybody can take a second, hit the likes. Does a lot for us, okay? Helps the channel out tremendously. Now, let's get into this. Changes. Dominique, Pogba, and Chiesa. Giddy up. Let's go. We need to go all in. This is the only chance we have to play Champions League next year. I agree. Get after it. Don't play scared because you conceded on the run of play, okay? Keep getting after it. Edgar, remove Vlahovic. He ain't in the game. Put in Milik and Chiesa. Give Di Maria up to 60th minute. Pogba in immediately at halftime. There you go. There you go. Apex, Pogba, Chiesa, and Fagioli. All right. All right. Interesting. Gatti in, Bonucci out. There you go. They play with two guys that together are almost 80. Yeah. Cuadrado, every time he has the ball, sends it back. Yeah, it's frustrating stuff. I mean, it's frustrating stuff. Gatti, Pogba, Chiesa in. All right, so everybody's feeling the same way. You got to go for broke. You got to get these players in. Del's change is Allegri for Montero. Oh man, you're making me laugh, brother. You're making me laugh. And thankfully, at least we can have some chuckles despite this. But we have to get after this in the second, everybody, okay? Juve's really got to get after this. These stat lines are terrible for how much we allowed in terms of chances created and everything. And for us, falling down to 3, one big chance. It is the story of this Juventus. And it's been our story for too long. Trying to make a real living off of scraps. We have to stop that. Some of the positives, like I said, some of the positives when we were going at Sevilla are when we were trying to make those cross-field plays. Okay? You're trying to make those switches. That is good. That's what we need to do. Okay? We need to start breaking those lines, finding those cross-field switches. 4-2-3-1 opens you up. We should have multiple targets, and we did. We just have to move it quicker. Has to be quicker. Miretti and Di Maria were actually doing good work and opened themselves up, being options there. However, if that's not there, it can't end there. We have to continue to look, and we still can't just stop moving our legs and just waiting for those guys to be the guys that open things up. Sandro had opportunities to play balls over the top, corner balls on runs that were being made. Rabiot also made a couple of those, and he's not distributing it. You have to take those chances. Even if you're not confident that you're going to put it at the end of his run or anything like that, you do that because it forces the defense and asks them questions. And from there, we can maybe swarm them and win the ball back and then gain that field. But my God, Sandro caught between 17 minds multiple times in that half and everything. Frustrating. We got a lot of work to do in the second half, and I hope the team's ready. All right. I hope the team is ready to do it. We will see if Max is going to make anything. I wouldn't expect too many crazy changes immediately. I would not be surprised if we start out the same. But like I said, 55th minute, that's your cutoff. Start getting these guys ready and in there. Chiesa, Pogba. We've seen it as of late in the little cameos and stuff. I think he could play a bigger part. And even if you can only get, let's say, a portion of this next, just deal with it. You still have Fajoli that can come in after that, all right? But I think you take it now when you need the goals and you don't wait till like 80th, whatever, and then play Pogba. I think you do it now. Jeremiah asking, do I feel that Locatelli is doing much in terms of influence and dictating the game? I think he had moments throughout that half where he was definitely pulling some strings and doing some good things. However, it's the rest. It's the rest. It's him stepping up, winning a ball in the middle of the park and looking to your right and you have no option on the flank. It's looking at movement and nobody's moving. It's having just Vlahovic. He's got two guys on him. You can't play the ball to it. There's a lot to it. As a team, from a chemistry standpoint, from a gameplay perspective, a lot to be desired, everybody. But as far as Locatelli individually, let's go through ratings here. And I see Chiesa talking to Allegri. Allegri has potentially made that change immediately. I'm going to give you some ratings. Tech, 7. Danilo, 7.1. Bonucci, 6.9. Sandro, 6.4. Agree. Kostic, 6.7. Rabiot, 6.5. Locatelli, 6.8. Miretti, 6.5. Cuadrado, 6.7. Di Maria, 6.4. Vlahovic, 5.9. Those are your ratings, all right? Look at this. Getting after it, all right? We talked about getting after it. Max seemingly doing so. I see Chiesa. I see Illing Jr. Giddy fucking up. Boys and girls, let's go. Giddy up. Miretti is going to come off. Chiesa is going to come on. Illing Jr., I would suspect, is coming on for Kostic. Giddy up. All right. Miretti off, Kostic on. Miretti off, Chiesa on. Kostic off, Illing Jr. in. And that shows to me we're getting after the damn thing and getting some goals. Love it. Troy, with you. Love the changes. Let's go. And time to give our goddamn balls a tug. Let's go. Second half underway, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we're getting the chance going right now. Juve's in possession. Bonucci playing it to Sandro. Illing Jr. has it off of Navas there. It's going to, Montiel. And it's going to be thrown for Juventus. Sandro into Locatelli. Back to Sandro, who can only flip this thing forward. Vlahovic doing battle, trying to settle this. Stops at Rabiot. He now switches field for Cuadrado. Cuadrado over to Chiesa. He's standing there waiting for it. Get to that ball. Fight. Let's go. Quad. Inside to Locatelli. Locatelli trying to pop this one. Nowhere near Vlahovic. Come on. That accuracy is god awful. Give the guy a chance at least to fight for the ball. Sandro. Feints putting it over the top. Back for Bonucci. Bonucci. Over to Danilo. To Cuadrado. Bombs this thing over the top. Looking for Chiesa, who's on his horse. He's in the area. Oh, tried to cross it. It's blocked. Chiesa putting them under. Oh, we're trying to keep the pressure on. We do have it. Locatelli finding Di Maria. He's scanning. Tries to cross back post for Illing. Headed trying to find Vlahovic, but it's behind him. Juve still has the pressure on. Keep pushing, lads. Let's go. Illing now on it. Jesus Christ, get out of his way, boys. Ends up hitting Rabiot with the pass. Throw in for Sevilla. My God, get out of the damn way, boys. Jesus Christ. Let's go. Let's have a better second half. That's all I can do, brother. That's all I can do. Let's go. Headed forward from Sandro. Bombed, but then blocked by Illing. Oh, Di Maria just can't get this thing to settle. Chiesa getting in there. Gets the call on the foul there. He's down. Rakitic. Rabiot lobbying for a card. Goodell coming in to claim Rakitic's defense. Didn't lead with his studs, but... All right, Illing on it now. Let me cook, he said in his Instagram post. Well, you got your chance to cook, brother. Let's go. Make it happen. Bonucci trying to find Rabiot. Locatelli stops it, finding Illing. Trying to just keep possession. Swarm there. Does well to slide in there. What did I say? Get stuck in. Let's go. Quadrado. Into Locatelli. Back to Quadrado. Into Chiesa. He's going to run forward. Rabiot. Back to Quadrado. Quadrado now earning a foul here. Set piece coming up for Juventus. Torres not happy about the call. Too bad. Deal with it. Acuna, it's not a dive. You can deal with it. Clipped him. Clipped him. You guys are lucky you didn't see yellow on that foul on Chiesa. Okay, let's go. Find one here. Set piece. Quadrado standing over it. Come on. Let's go, ref. Quadrado has the ball in. Bono started to come out, moved out. Oh. Headed out. It's going to be corner kick for Juventus. Keep them swarmed and under pressure. Bonucci is down in the area. Let's see what happens. Bonucci is down. I didn't catch it at live. Holding his chest. He's up. He's okay. Di Maria set to take the corner kick. Here it is. Here's the delivery from Di Maria. Going back post. Oh, Danilo gets up. Just can't direct it towards goal. And we've got Locatelli, even Illing Jr. closing things down at the back. Locatelli pops one over the top looking for Di Maria. He's got a challenge coming in from Bades, trying to cross that one before it goes out, but can't keep it in play. Goal kick coming up for Sevilla. Oh, man. Ciao, Jad. Legend. Welcome. Welcome to the live watch along. Happy to have you here, brother. Be happier if we equalize and then take the lead. Hopefully that's to come. Sevilla, Montiel, taking their sweet ass time already. Dear God, we're at 50 minutes. Come on. Let's go, ref. Our time, boys. Our time. Let's go. Gatti is warming up on the sideline, everybody. Freddy Katz getting ready. Let's go. Goodell on it for Sevilla at the back there. Chiesa just keeping tabs on him and Acuna. Acuna makes a run. Chiesa still trying to stay with him. Rakitic. Move it over. Torres. Over for Navas. Illing Jr. just trying to keep tabs on him. Now Sandro gets called out. Rabiot. Now Chiesa. Got to win the ball back, boys. It's not enough just to go out there and stand there. Get the ball. Sevilla, Rakitic, back to Navas. Come on, boys. Pade to Montiel. Torres to Rakitic. Makes a quick cut in. Trying to play it across goal, but Danilo's there to clean it up. But again, clearing it just to Montiel. But his touch is bad. Rabiot can now pounce on it. Plays up for Chiesa. Trying to play it forward for Di Maria. Gets cut out. Gill on it now. Lovely slide. And kept in. Inside for Locatelli. He's looking for Di Maria. Finds him. Di Maria now trying to turn his man. It's got to be a foul there. It's got to be a yellow too for grabbing onto him. You're going to give a yellow there, right? That's as blatant as it is. No yellow. As blatant as that is. Wow. I have no words. I have no words for that. Oh, trying to hit Chiesa there in the area. On that quick free kick, Di Maria just misses him as he tries to tap that on goal. Ball's played back to Tech. He's going to launch this one forward. It's going to be Di Maria trying to win an aerial battle. Good luck. Just Locatelli doing great work there from Luca, winning this, trying to play this ball forward for Chiesa. Still doing battle. Earns a foul there. This punk Torres, I would... My God, if I was playing right now, I'd have a tough time not slapping him in the face. He's driving me nuts. Easy calls, left, right, and center, and every time. Shut up. Let's go, boys. Make them pay. Find a goal, for Christ's sake. Danilo. Moving the ball around. Here's Cuadrado. He's going to go over to the right flank. Federico Chiesa. Making a cut in. Finding Di Maria. Di Maria. Surrounded by bodies. It's got to move quick. Here's Locatelli. Left-footed pass over across for Sandro. Sandro has Illing there. Here's Illing. Come on, cook, brother. Let's go. Oh, just couldn't beat his man. Couldn't beat his man there, but again, Sevilla, they're in clampdown mode. Nowhere to go for them. Juventus regains possession. Rabiot now on the left. Back for Illing. He's going to cut in. He's cutting into the area. Tries an outside of the boot pass. Just couldn't get it through, and then it's chested back from Rakitic to Bono. He's going to pick it up. Slow things right down. Hey, they're in time kill mode already, okay? 54 minutes, 42 seconds, and they are in time killing mode. What am I watching? Come on, boys. Find this goal and make them open up again. If they're in clampdown mode and we can at least equalize in this game, this would be a failure of epic proportion. Let me tell you. Cuadrado. Trying to turn his man. Does so, but nowhere to go. There's another foul. There's Gill on this one. Waiting for Torres to step in there with his stupid little arms. We need a goal. We need a goal, everybody. Gotta get a goal. A lot of South American representation out there on the pitch. It's starting to look like it. Not a knock on South American players or anything, but there's a certain approach to the game that we come accustomed to. Acuna, Cuadrado, Di Maria, even they're all in that. They're all in the same boat on that one. Locatelli, back. Danilo, to Bonucci. Drama. There you go. Drama. Arbitro Nick, glad to have you here, brother. Legend himself said ref was doing well until now. Card needs to come out for game management purposes. With you, brother. Illing in the area. Oh, he tried to slot it across. Should have just had it on goal. Illing. Positive, though. It's still positive. Come on. Keep pushing. Come on, Juve. Keep pushing. Illing. Just hit that thing on goal. Stop trying to be cute, boys. We don't score enough goals to be cute. Grip it and rip it. Bono launching this thing to our back line. Look at Nesri, Bonucci getting in there, and Locatelli coming in to clean it up, finding Cuadrado. Cuadrado cuts inside now, quickly closed down, finding Locatelli. Over to Danilo. Danilo now. Switching to the side for Chiesa. He's going to scan. Forced to go backwards as he's closed down quickly. Trying to find some options here. Quick 1-2s. Bonucci's free. There you go. He's got Sandro there. Plays it to him. You've got Illing. Waited too long, but he plays it over the top. Look at Illing's wheels kick in. Puts his man under. You can't let him off the hook, though, Illing. Don't let him off the hook with fouls. They're looking for that. It's better, though. Get this ball at Illing's feet quickly. Oh, as soon as he made that cut in, just stab that thing at goal, brother. Illing Jr. Megan the first guy, going outside, inside on the second. Oh, tries to slot that across. Would have been absolutely brilliant. Launched forward again. Flicked on only as far as Bonucci. Finding Rabiot. Does well to turn out. Just can't find Illing. But Illing doing battle with Rabiot too. Cuts inside. Move the ball. Loses it. Oh, here's Sevilla on the run. Cross. Trying to go back post. Oh, Danilo had slipped, but Cuadrado's there to clean it up. Now to Bonucci. Quickly into Di Maria. Di Maria back outside to Sandro. Sandro. Playing around at the back there. Tech to Danilo. They've closed us right down here. You got to find a way out. Here you go. Ball up the side, and it's out for a throw-in. Got to be able to play out of those scenarios, and got to be able to do it quicker. This is May. This is mid-May, everybody. These are things I expect of a team. I expect us to be able to do things like that. And I get just so frustrated when we can't. We're at 59 minutes. I want Paul Pogba in there. I'm with you, Shatterstar. I am with you. The problem is with two main pivots, it's sketchy taking out Rabiot to play Pogba there. We used one of our mids to come out in order to make Chiesa available and on the pitch. Bonucci's coming off. Gatti's coming in. 60th minute change. Milik has come in as well. Vlahovic is out. Milik is in. I still can't fathom how Vlahovic missed that opportunity in the first half. I just cannot understand not finishing that opportunity. Illing Jr. on it now. Inside. Oh, Milik getting stung there. Locatelli switching it for Quad. God damn it. Keep it in play, man. Inside for Di Maria. Di Maria inside to Locatelli. It's just too high for him, but he does well to challenge for it. But Bono's there to come pick it up. Excuse me. Bono bombing this thing. Sandro's going to be over there. He's going to see this one out. It's going to be Juventus throwing. Take it quick. Danilo was moved to the left side. Gatti will be the right center back in the four-man back pairing. Throw-in bomb forward. Gets another throw-in for Juventus just inside Sevilla's half. Allegri urging his men on. We're at 62 minutes, 22 seconds. Juventus has not really had a sniff of goal for a long time. Sandro popping this thing forward, looking Illing Jr.'s way. It's going to be headed out by Bade. It's going to be another Juventus throw-in. Sandro on it again. Illing Jr. shows for, collects, quickly closed down. Sandro to Locatelli. Locatelli splashing this thing out to the right, looking for Chiesa. Great switch field. Chiesa now, probably going to take his man on. Cuts into his left foot. Looking for options. Oh, that was a great back heel from Di Maria, but Illing Jr. couldn't get that pass forward. Here's a hit! Oh, Bono with the save. Great hit from Illing Jr. there. Forces a good diving stop from Bono. That's a good rip, kid. Keep going. Keep going. Let's go. Roma has scored elsewhere. All right, Roma has scored elsewhere. And we still continue to look. That is frustrating one there. Roma has found one against Bayer Leverkusen, and it is Bove. Eduardo Bove. There you have it. Juve down to Sevilla. 1-0. I want to see Paul Pogba in here soon, man. 65 minutes creeping up quick. 64 minutes. I know we just got these guys in here, but you might have to bite the bullet on one of these guys. Like, you might have to leave Rabiot and Locatelli out, but I wouldn't even be mad sacrificing Di Maria, to be completely honest, for Paul Pogba. But you'd like to, in an ideal world, keep them all out there. But if Pogba's coming in there for a replacement of one of Locatelli or Rabiot, you've got to remain strong at the back and play as a pivot. If he comes in for Di Maria, he's got that freedom to get advanced. Sevilla trying to play this ball forward. Danilo eating it up, stopping it from getting to Torres. But it is a throw-in for Sevilla. They're back on the ball. Rakitic is back for Bade. It's going to go to Gudel. Carries the ball forward into Juve's territory. Chiesa just keeping tabs, trying to watch Cunha too. Chiesa wins it. Locatelli finding Di Maria. Trying to hold the ball up here. Gatti steps in nicely to get it for us. Chiesa. Jesus, another errant pass. And we just can't play our way out of a paper fucking bag, boys. Sevilla finding some space on the right flank. Navas is closed down by Sandro. Navas stops it for Montiel. He's deep in the territory. Here comes a cross in. Oh, and then Navas stepped into the one time, but always going high. Come on, lads. We need this. I'm with, I hear you, chat, and I read you loud and clear in terms of the stadium and the atmosphere. I said it going into this one. I was hoping it was somewhat lively, and it looked lively at the start. It's become a theater yet again, and it's a problem. Oh, Navas stepping into Sandro there. Locatelli doing battle, doing well. We get possession back. Sandro to Danilo. Scanning, has Gatti to his right, plays it to him. Gatti back to Danilo. Over to Sandro. Is quickly closed down. Has to step inside. Move it to Danilo. We need a goal, everybody. Let's go. Not going to get it back there. Gatti. To Danilo. Back to Gatti. Trying to go up to Milik. Does well to find that there. They try to bring him free, but way too difficult. Trying to play it in for Milik. He turns his man. No call. No call. After running into his man after the play there. Here's Sevilla running back at us. Nesri can't settle it. Gatti holds it, and then Danilo clears it. Cuadrado's going to keep this in. Come on. Take your space play. My God, we can't hit a 5-foot pass, boys. The weight on our passes is all over the place. Cuadrado being pushed back. Finally finding Di Maria. He's able to scan on the ball. Playing it to Chiesa. Nice. Back to Locatelli. Over to Cuadrado. Played it deep for Chiesa. He's got a man on him here. Flips it out for Locatelli. Turn. There. Rabiot. Inside for Di Maria. Di Maria. Scanning. Trying to switch field. Head all the way over for Illing. Finds him. You've got space to run at him. Oh, nice. Oh, just couldn't get that second move to fall for him. But Juve regains possession quickly. Illing on it now. Oh, there's a cross, but it's not going to hit Milik. But Di Maria's on it now. Can't get the ball to settle at his feet. Finds Illing. Oh my God. These outside of the boot passes from Illing Jr. to the top of the area are always so short. Lovely cleanup at the back from Danilo. Danilo's starting to really clean things up nicely. Paul Pogba now, 69th minute. Getting ready to come to the pitch. I would have had him a lot earlier and just taken whatever he could have given me for minutes. And it is Di Maria. Like I called earlier, that's probably the sacrifice you got to try and make. I'm with this. Don't touch the pivots of Rabiot and Locatelli. Come on. Let's go. Closing in on the 70th minute. Get after this. How do I not want to vomit during the live stream right now? Just because I don't think any of you would want to see that. I don't think anybody needs to see that. I'm not much of a puker, though, to be honest. Even nights out with the lads and way too many beverages, I'm just not one of those. Not one of those. Can hold my booze rather well. Here's Danilo. Launching it. Looking Pogba's way. Two men quickly close down on him. Stop him from winning that aerial battle. Danilo doing battle with Nesri here. But only hits it as far as Navas. Navas has Torres back there, but he actually chooses Rakitic. Over to Navas. Over to Torres. To Rakitic. To Goodell. We need the ball, boys. We need the ball. Win the damn ball. Oh my God. We're getting beat on the flank there. But pass in. Hit by Locatelli. Locatelli finding Pogba now. Pogba with a nice slip pass to Cuadrado. Slows things down here. Right down, nowhere to go. Rakitic in front of him. Tries to take him on. Tries to get a foul. And does earn the foul and gets the yellow for Rakitic. That's hilarious because Acuña's was way worse and he didn't get a yellow. So refs all over the map. On a night out with the lads, I do. It depends what I'm feeling like. If we want to get really get going, and I'm drinking beers, I do like Heineken. Okay, I like Peronis, love Peronis. Those are probably my choices for drinks though, and even sometimes when we really want to get it, gin and tonic. Absolutely love gin and tonic. Oh, foul on Sandro there as we're doing battle in the midfield, trying to get this ball back so we can put some pressure on them. This is really ugly right now, everybody. Really, really ugly. Extremely ugly. Statistics, 57% possession for Juventus, 5 total attempts, only 1 on target, and that was the hit from Illing Jr. 13 total attempts, 5 on target for Sevilla. Still, their 3 big chances created to 1 of Juve. Papu Gomez coming on for Sevilla. Look at the size of the numbers on their jerseys. Why do they look so massive? The numbers on their kits look huge. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Danilo pumping this one forward, looking Milik's way. He does challenge Bade enough to earn at least just a throw in for Juventus. Pogba's set to quickly take it on, but he drops it for Illing. Illing's going to have it back for Sandro. You got to step into it, kid. We can't be waiting for passes. And my word, can we not put a little more heat on it than that? That was pathetic. Let's go, guys. Wake up. 74th minute, you're chasing a game in European play, and you can't even hit a 5-foot pass. Chiesa, slipping it through for Rabiot. Has to go back to Cuadrado. Switching field now. Sandro holds it up for Danilo. We have completely stopped trying to even find those line-breaking passes through the middle, and now we've just settled for the outsides. Here's Chiesa. Doing everything he can to just battle his man there, and he's not winning the battles. Not getting the best of it. It's too soft. Way too soft. Don't worry about trying to settle the ball perfectly. Take a touch inside and try to just get around him and beat him. Try and make him something. You're dealing with a world-class back out there, man. He is world-class. He knows what he's doing. He's going to make your life a living hell, and you're making it easy for him. "75 minutes. This is painful. This is painful, everybody. Oh my God. Look at this. Come on, Pogba. Attaboy. Attaboy. Get in there, Illing, man. God, not everything is going to be perfect and put on a platter for you. Work to the ball. Fuck. Waiting for every single ball to get to you. Montiel on this throw-in for Sevilla. Quickly touch back. Now into Papu Gomez, who's going to draw a foul from Locatelli. And Locatelli's going to get the yellow. And Sevilla's going to chew up a shit ton of clock. It's our time, boys. Forget it and move on, man. Stop giving them even more time killed. Forget about it, Luca. Get back in line and let's go. Fucking killing more time for Sevilla. You guys have got one shot attempt all game. Killing more time. Pogba controls the ball running at full sprint with his head better than like our players control the ball at feet just under normal circumstances. This has been it's been the same. It's been the same thing. The same thing with Juventus. Any of the positives out of this game were all prior to Sevilla scoring that goal. And ever since they scored that goal, we just look scared to truly get after and commit. And we played all these players and we put all these players out there, but it still just comes down to them not actually getting in there and getting after and committing for what they want. There's way too many soft plays all over the pitch. And no urgency, nowhere near the urgency we need to go out and find one. And nowhere near the ideas. Cuadrado. You got to move it at some point. There it is, Luca. Over to Sandro. You got Illing there, quick. There you go. Let's got Chiesa. Illing's still there, too. Illing's moved sides. It's Pogba. So we've moved Illing Jr. to the right and pulled Chiesa to the left. That makes sense since Acuna is having his way with Chiesa. But I have a feeling like he might have his way with Illing Jr. Illing Jr., very, very tricky and a bit pacier, so maybe. But we're running out of time, everybody. 79 minutes, 14 seconds. Running out of time. Another yellow. This one out to Gil there. Come on. So busy saying we have given up in the middle. Sal, this is sad. Not the better team. This is painful is what it is. Ton of time wasting. Just painful play from our end. And to be honest, I see in the chat we're talking about the opportunity from Vlahovic or whatever. I'm not even upset about that, to be honest. I can't fathom how he missed it, but I'm not even upset about it because we, again, have done so little in this game. Semi-final, first leg, Europa League, European competition. We are sitting here at the 81st minute with one attempt on target. One bloody attempt on target. That is, to say that's pathetic is a massive understatement. Okay? Over to the side for Illing Jr. Cunha just quickly watching him. Cuadrado now. In for Sandro. Back to Cuadrado. Now switching it out. Looking for Paul Pogba. Great settle from Paul. Finding Chiesa, but just can't touch it by his man, Rabiot. Chiesa's down, but Pogba's in the area on the ball. The strength of Pogba. Finding Rabiot, that's a foul. Oh, just on the edge of the area. That was so close to being in the area. Oh. And again, that pass, when we dish it to Chiesa there, you've got to get it at his feet. You put him in a suicide scenario where he's got to just barely get stuck in there, and that's how you get hurt. Who's going to hit this one? 82nd minute. Free kick on a good spot. To the right of Bono's net. It's Cuadrado standing over it. Come on, Quad. Come on, Quad. Quad's over it. Got a feeling he's going for goal. No, low and hard across goal. Low and hard across goal, and everybody was well beyond it. Actually hits Danilo in the knee and goes out for a goal kick. What a waste. What a waste. Where were the days when we had guys that could make teams tremble over the dead ball? Just fucking terrible. As a midfielder myself, and as a guy that takes a lot of dead balls, that just fucking disgusts me to get one in that area, and that is the best we can come up with on that one in such a good spot. Pretty sure they had just a 3-man wall there too. Jesus Christ. Somebody should be licking their chops at that. 85th minute, Pogba twisting and turning in the center. Doing well, finding Luca there. Luca now finding Illing Jr. Cross coming in. Rabiot just can't settle it there. It's going to be goal kick off of Rabiot's leg. Just can settle that one to hit it towards goal. Gets fouled there too. Oh, man. Sticking his leg out. Rabiot goes right into the studs there. Eesh, that hurts. That hurts. Are they looking at that, though? Because it's questionable. Are they looking at it, though? I don't think they're actively looking at it. Are they looking at this? It's worth a look, because I think that's one of those plays there you ask 5 different referees and you might get 3 on one side, 2 on the other. It's not clear cut. I mean, he's got his leg out and he's not able to play on that ball. They're definitely not looking at it. There's been no signals whatsoever. He's not even listening to his mic. So, is what it is. Rabiot's got to step off. Yeah, you look at that. They're meeting at the point there, so there's yeah. 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 I would say no. I would say no. '88th minute. Sevilla down in our final third. Danilo. And he shoves this guy off, but the ball goes off his head and out for a corner kick. That is so fitting right now. Papu Gomez back for Rakitic. Navas is going to cross this one back post. Well beyond for goal kick. Papu Gomez, clear, distinct professional foul there. Lamela there. We're just fucking playing ping pong with this fucking ball. That's what we're doing. Navas plays it forward. Rakitic running at Sandro here. He's able to keep it out for a corner kick, but has it out for a throw-in. 89 minutes, 30 seconds. This is absolutely dreadful of a watch today, everybody. Crazy. Gonna be a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do over there. This team is, so we're at 90. We got 6 minutes of stoppage time, but this has been one of the worst showings this year. And I'm running out of words. I really am. Just the same things over and over and over. Trying to hit Chiesa on a big switch field. Switch fields were working in the first half. We went away from them. Don't ask why, but if I had to guess, it's because why would we do something that was working good repeatedly, like we do in most games? Stop doing them. Cuadrado to Rabiot, over to Luca. It's going to go over to Chiesa. He's got two players in front of him defending him. Now dishes to Locatelli. Locatelli over to Cuadrado. Here comes a cross in. Milik trying to get in there. Can't Oh, here's Pogba doing well. Pogba. Here's Chiesa. Someone trying to draw a free kick in a good spot or whatnot. Pogba's trying to drive that ball forward. Here's a switch field to Cuadrado. Cuadrado teeing up across. Trying to go back post for Pogba. Pogba tripping up there. Sevilla just clearing it. Only as far back as Danilo. Back to Sandro. Chiesa to his left. Luca to his right. Gives it to Locatelli. Locatelli now. Switching field over for Cuadrado. Find one late. I don't care. Find a damn goal. I don't care how. Ugliest goal. Give me the ugliest goal you can. And I'll take it. Give me the ugliest goal you can. Here, finding Milik. Pogba. Trying to line up that shot, but it's blocked. It's a defender just sticking tight to Milik there. Here's Danilo. Jesus. Gatti's alone there. Got to play it up for Cuadrado. Nice touch from Quad. Would like to see us play advantage and stop chewing up our own fucking clock. Let's go. Closing in on 93 minutes. 3 minutes left. Quickly played in. Locatelli. Put this over for Danilo. Over to Sandro. Sandro. Cutting inside, scanning. Moves back outside for Chiesa. Trying to take his man on. Chiesa, he's got two drawn in here. Back to Sandro. Working it deep down the left side. Here's a cross into the middle. Only as far back as Locatelli. Settles it for Cuadrado. Holy shit, Quad. Inside. So long. So long to make a goddamn play. Play the percentages. Easy ball. Your player showed for you up high. Give it into him so you could just cross it in. We're too late to fuck around and hold the ball for 10 seconds to decide to do nothing. Jesus Christ. Long ball. We're running out of time. This one's seen out. It's going to be Juventus throw. Pogba yelling for a ball, shouting for a ball. Sandro finds one. Quickly going to have it back to Gatti. Minute and a half, everybody, if we're going to find an equalizer. Holy hell, I see no way or how we're going to do that. Danilo. Just putting it up for the sake of putting it up. Now steps in. Wins it. Here's Rabiot on it. He's trying to drive forward. Finding Pogba. Quickly plays it for Chiesa. Come on, Fede. Chiesa pushing down the left side. Trying to force a cross in. It's blocked. Long ball forward. Way too far for Montiel. Danilo quickly over to Gatti. We have 1 minute, everybody. This is it. Final minute to go. Final minute to go. Sandro. To Pogba. In for Rabiot. To Sandro. Holy shit, we're playing like we're up by 3 goals. Come on. Danilo. To Cuadrado. There you go, Ealing Jr. in behind. Cross in. Cleared by Rakitic. Now cleared out. 20 seconds remaining. This thing's pumped. Deep. Szczesny way out of his goal. Fires it over to Sandro. Think about it even longer, Sandro. Yes, to cross it to your counterpart there. Oh, on the spot. Another cross. Cleared out. 6 minutes. This is game, everybody. Oh, here's Chiesa. The touch let him down. He might give us this corner kick. Throw up a prayer. Throw up a prayer. Throw up a prayer here. Do it for finoallafine, for fuck's sakes. Chiesa. Cross in. Headed by Danilo. Pogba to the back post. It's in. Goal. Goal. Gatti. 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 Yes. 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 I'll take it. I will take it. Gatti, you absolute beauty. Danilo getting to that header, getting it to Pogba, and Pogba putting it back in the mixer cross post. Beautiful. And Gatti and Milik are both there. Hammer it home. All right. This does not excuse an absolute garbage performance. All right. But my God, we have a little bit less work to do next week. Gatti. Let's go. All right. Juve saving themselves, okay? But make no mistake, absolute dumpster fire of a performance from Juventus today, but I'll take it. Shithousery at its finest, yes, but I will take it. My God, what did I say? Do it for finoallafine, for fuck's sakes. And we did, and it's Gatti. Absolutely lovely. Attacking that ball, getting that goal. All to play for next week, everybody. That's game. My word. My word, everybody. Wow. That is some shit housing, all right? That is some shit housing. Sevilla pissed? Yeah, I'd be pissed too when a team did literally nothing. But to them as well, they wanted to sit back and clamp down. And I don't know if I necessarily would have done that against us when we looked so suspect at the back. Gatti, the man coming in for Bonucci, ends up getting it. All right, equalizing 1-1. We're going to chalk it up on the board. I was so jacked up that we somehow find our way to a tie here. Absolute wild, okay? We're going to go through stats. We're going to go through ratings, okay? And we're going to talk about it. Undeserved? Absolutely. I'll take it? Absolutely, all right? All to play for in the next one, and a little bit less work for us to do, but still, I'm with you. These nuts on fire, I'm with you still, okay? Not that these nuts are on fire, but I'm with you still because it's disappointing, all right? It's disappointing still. I want a lot more in terms of just our play overall from this team. Gotta be way better, all right? But hey, ultimately, 1-1, we go there. We know what we need to do. Maybe we can work on this. Maybe we can keep the 4-2-3-1 around and work something better there. I don't know. I don't know. Right now, it's a lot to take because I'm still revving high after that equalizer from Gatti, okay? Wild stuff, okay? Now, let's get to the goods. Excuse me. 59% possession for Juventus. 41 for Sevilla. 13 total attempts for Sevilla. 5 on target. 3 big chances created. 11 total attempts for Juventus. 2 on target. 2 big chances created. 1 goal. This was, looking at the match, looking at the numbers and how it plays into this match, overall you would say, okay, Sevilla had 3 big chances, Juve had 2 big chances created, whatnot, but make no mistake about it, you know, our play leaves so much to be desired, especially in the attacking phase. This team, what we need the most is the chemistry, the understanding of what a player's going to do. A perfect example is that free kick that Cuadrado takes, and the team doesn't even know what he's going to do. They don't even know what he is going to do in that scenario when he's like, He just bombs it, hammers it low and hard, and it's come back and everybody has overrun it thinking head. That summarizes what I see a lot just in even open play from Juventus, okay? Doing half the work, dishing the ball off and then watching and whatnot. But, that is just something that drives me nuts. And as a coaching staff, being in mid-May and seeing things like that happen and zero chemistry, nobody being on the same page necessarily in terms of what they're doing in the attacking phase is wild to me. That's wild to me. That's something I will not accept. While execution is a problem, and we saw that throughout the course of that game with awful passes, awful giveaways, allowing Sevilla to regroup, to breathe, and to kill more clock and whatnot, still, we leave so much to be desired in our play. If anybody looks at that game and they tell you Juventus played a good game, they are lying to you. They are lying to you straight to your face. That was a terrible performance from Juventus, all right? And if Sevilla pushed, okay, and Sevilla didn't, that might be one of the saving graces, that we're essentially playing a team that plays like us in terms of getting up and trying to protect. Because if we were maybe playing a different type of opposition that wanted to step on our throats, that game could have been an absolute disaster based on what we did. All right. A lot to be desired. Paul Pogba continues to do great things. Okay. I saw him control the ball at full sprint better than some of our players do with their feet, okay? I love seeing him being the guy that heads that across for then Gatti to finish up, okay? Absolutely massive. The way we did it at the end like that, again, absolute shithouse of an equalizer, okay? Like absolute shithousery to get this game drawn. Does that give us the mental advantage heading into the next game, or does that give Sevilla the mental advantage heading into the next one? Okay? That I don't know. Because Sevilla ultimately knows that they should have easily got out of this with the lead, but they also didn't push further, and that leaves me questioning how many more opportunities we actually would have had. Okay? The fact that they're at home, though, is going to be big. The fact that they don't have a deficit to overturn going back to their house is big. But us salvaging that equalizer, I don't know if it's going to have the payoff we want, because, again, when it comes down to the fundamentals, the basics, and the root and everything, like the substance to this game, it was so bad from us. Okay? We try to make a living off scraps. And I said going into this game with Sevilla, I said this weeks ago, when we found out we were going to play Sevilla, I said, we've got to score more goals. You've got to do it. You've got to find a way, but trying to edge through with Sevilla is going to be a very, very difficult scenario. And I don't know if it's going to have the outcome that we're going to want from it. But we will see, because now, even if you go there, a 1-0 FC, and we might have shithoused our way to a Europa League final. I don't know, but all's to play for, and it came out of absolutely nowhere, all right? So, hey, I'm going to take it. Am I happy about that performance? Absolutely not, but I will take it. Paul Pogba, the more he can give us, the better. He's a difference maker. He just does so much. All right. So, again, massive thank you, Joe, on the commentary. I'm glad you enjoy. I loved doing this. The performance is not one that I loved, but I still very much enjoy this, taking in the games and sharing the reactions with you. I hope you guys got a kick out of that goal, that equalizer. I was just throwing up a prayer. I said, throw up a prayer, see what happens. Do it for finoallafine. And hey, we found an equalizer, everybody. All right. So great stuff there. But we got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do. Anthony says tomorrow's post-match podcast is going to be a great one. Hey, it's not a defeat, okay? So we gotta think about that. It was very, very close to being, but it's not a defeat. It's still all to play for. There are some positives that came out of this game. We're gonna go through player ratings. I want to know as these players come up. I want you in the live chat to start dropping in your thoughts, okay? If there's any you don't agree with or think are out of line. Keep in mind, this is SofaScore ratings, not mine, but I will give you mine as we go along as well. Szczesny gets a 7. I have no problems with that. 7 for Szczesny. Danilo gets a 7.7. I don't have a problem with that. I think once Bonucci left, Danilo got way better. I don't know if any of you noticed that, but Danilo was much, much better. The game had also changed, though. The game had changed in a sense that, like I said, Sevilla was trying to clamp down. However, Danilo still did a lot of work even while Bonucci was out there and a lot of clearances. I'm going to give him a 7.5. I think 7.5 is fine for Danilo. Between a 7 to 7.5 anyways. Bonucci got a 7. No. He should not. So everybody starts at a 6, by the way. Let everybody know. Everybody starts at 6. Bonucci should not get 1 point above simply for what the hell was going through his mind on the goal we conceded when Sandro had bombed up there that far forward. And that's going to bring a big knock to Kostic and Di Maria too for also not picking up on that. Who picked up on it though? Locatelli, who ended up coming back as a center back, but it's not going to help when we're still against the numbers. And if we had a center back there, Locatelli could have taken his check, which was ultimately the one that essentially scored because everything was thrown for a loop. Bonucci, if anything, stays level at a 6. If anything, level at a 6. Definitely does not move up a point to a 7 for me. Sandro gets a 6.8. Sandro, 6.5 from me. I'll give him a half point up, okay, for me on Sandro. Kostic gets a 6.7. 6.5 from me, sure. Did some good stuff. Overall, wasn't his fault. He wasn't as integrated and whatnot. But again, Illing interprets that role completely different and moves around a lot more. Doesn't just stick to that sideline. So maybe I'll go to a 6. However, when Illing was in as well, Sevilla wasn't pushing us like they did while we had Kostic on there. Tough. 6 though for me for Kostic. Rabiot gets a 6.5 from SofaScore. I'm okay with him getting a 6.5, but ultimately, I think the work that Rabiot and Locatelli had to do defensively in a 4-2-3-1 was big. So I think, honestly, like 6.5 even for Rabiot is kind of tough. Like, I'd like to give both of those guys a 7, to be honest. For me, Rabiot and Luca 7. Locatelli's official SofaScore rating 7.3. I think 7. I see Locatelli getting ripped in the chat here for like 5s, 5.5s. I'm not so sure I'm with that. I see a guy that's trying to do. He did a lot in that. He was everywhere. Did a lot of defensive work when Sevilla was still pushing us. I think 7's fair there. Medetti with a 6.5. I think Medetti stays at a 6. I don't even boost him a half a point. Juan Cuadrado with a 7.2. Cuadrado gets a 6.5 from me. I think it was a 6.5 performance all day. Not worthy of a full point above. Half point above, sure. Di Maria with a 6.6. Yeah, 6.5 is probably fair for Di Maria. Vlahovic with a 5.9 finish from SofaScore. there's that opportunity that I have absolutely zero idea how you don't finish. Outside of that, everything else he did was just okay. I mean, that opportunity though, is it enough to bring, like, I don't think we need to go crazy and give him a 3 or a 4 or whatever, or even like maybe a 5.5 for Vlahovic, half point drop. Sure, I can live with that. If we come with our players off the bench, Illing Jr. finishes with a 6.9 rating. I think it's a bit much. I think 6.5 is probably fair for Illing Jr. I might even leave it the same as a 6. Chiesa finishes with 6.3. I'd probably leave Chiesa at a 6, to be honest. Didn't see... I mean, I see his potential there and whatnot, but my God, he was getting owned by Acuna and looked like he had no ideas and looked like he was ready to give up. I didn't like that. 6 probably for Illing and Chiesa. 6s. Gatti with a 7.3. 7 absolutely for finding the goal. Outside of that, he didn't have a ton of work to do really at the back. So even just for finding that goal, 7, 7.5, whatever. Milik 6.5, sure. Came in at the 61st minute. 6.5, I think 6. Didn't see anything crazy out and out over above. Pogba finishes with a 7.2. Oh yeah, I give him a 7. Give him a point above. Pogba was great. Continues to look great when he comes in these matches, all right? He's doing great stuff. So that settles it up for the ratings for us. Again, what did I say? Juventus can be their own worst enemy. And it's not so much about everything we get ourselves worked up about, which is the lineup, the setup, the formation and everything. We're our own worst enemy when it comes to silly mistakes, turnovers, not being crisp, and in the attacking phase, I don't know how a team can be this deep into the season and look as out of sync as we do. A shit ton of work to do, but it's not worst case scenario. 1-1 draw. We are all the same. We have turned this into a one-off match, and it's going to be next week, and it's going to be in Spain. Let's see what happens. All right. There you go. Pogba was great. I will give him the best available rating. He continues to look fantastic. One of the things I said while there was a lot of heat for the injury, his decision on surgery, all this, I said, I have a soft spot for players when they're getting injured and whatnot, and, you know, with some leeway or whatnot. But ultimately, you got to judge the guy when he's on the pitch. And when he's unable to do so or get out there, it's very, very difficult to do that to guys. So Pogba, since he's come back and since he's starting to get these minutes, is absolutely great. Danilo was the first head on that ball to get to that. Got it to Pogba. Pogba with the absolute right play across goal. And Federico Gatti, Freddy Katz, like a goddamn bull in a china shop, barreling his way through that, drove not only the ball, but himself and Milik into the goal. Let's go, all right? 1-1. We saved face, but a ton of work. Max, this is one of the exact matches and exact reasons why I don't feel comfortable moving forward with you as manager. These are the games. These are the moments. Any way you slice it, okay? If you want to say he is a manager of freedom in the attacking third or whatnot, okay, and he lets the players work freely and figure it out. Any way you slice it, this team has zero chemistry up top and a major lack of ideas, and it's coming down to individuals again. Does this remind you of something? Because it reminds me of way back in the day. It reminds me of the same thing. banking on your guys to win a 1v1 and sometimes another one immediately after and another one immediately after in order to create goals, and not doing it as a complete unit, doing it through movement and off the ball movement and tic-tac-toe passing. It's coming down to individuals again. All right. I need to see more. It is middle of May and we do not look like an established team. Whether you want to talk about players and their quality, for me, that still comes down to your manager. When we're talking about chemistry, the understanding, the play, how you're going to break teams down, what the idea is there, we can't leave it to complete freedom. There has to be some set of structure. People that say Pep Guardiola gives complete freedom, he does from probably about 30 yards out, which is fine. When everything else leading up to that is designed to put that player who you know can punish somebody on 1v1, but everything else leading up to it, and even what happens in that final third, there are bits and pieces to that are mapped out. If you think tiki-taka is complete freedom, then you're mistaken. You're mistaken. Complete freedom is wild from the half, then the half on. We need way more. And even if you're going to say he's a complete freedom guy, it doesn't look good and it's not working, because at the end of the day, before we shithoused our way to that equalizer, we had two attempts on target. 2 attempts on target. Not good enough. At home, semifinal European play. I need way more. Max, I need way more. Way more. All right? As for the players, the guys that came in after did a hell of a job. Paul Pogba, especially, happy for him. Happy for Paul. Maybe we get his body back to where it needs to be. Maybe it can hold up enough that he can have an impact moving forward for Juventus. I hope so. There's the first impact Paul Pogba has made since joining us, and it's a big equalizer that could mean a lot next week. Everybody, you know the drill. Okay, like the video on your way out. Drop a comment after it shuts down. We've got the 1-1 down. I thank you all for joining me on this, okay? And hey, I love Juventus. I love the club no matter what. I drop my opinions everywhere and whatnot, but it doesn't change that for me, it's finoallafine no matter what. And whoever the manager is, whoever our players are, whatever, I'm with this club, ride or die, till the end, finoallafine, okay? I'm happy you guys enjoy these streams and the watch-alongs. I'm happy I got to bring you one on a Thursday, all right? Ciao tutti. You guys know the drill. Tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, post-match podcast. We're going to break this thing down in full. We're going to break down the post-match press conferences. I'm going to look at a second viewing of this. I know, sounds painful. It is going to be painful, but I'm going to put myself through it because I want to break certain instances and moments down, looking more at the 4-2-3-1 and what we could potentially have if we want to go with that and move beyond this. Okay? But I hope to see you all there tomorrow. I thank you all for joining me for this watch along. Fino alla fine. Forza Juve. No matter what, it's a one-off now. Next week. Ciao tutti.
Yeah.